All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Watch it.
A first down throw for Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll run with Madison. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is taken at the 18. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return, and the Bears take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
From the 22, Cousins. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. He's got a man complete. And that goes as a gain of 37 on third down. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Madison running on 1st down. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the Bears' 49-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, this is Madison. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a... Cousins now from the 50. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Madison. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Roquan Smith charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. High throw, but the catch is made. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
1st down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, will step aside. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, but it's going to be 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Trubisky to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Throwing here, Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Here's Madison, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Cousins. And Rudolph has it left side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
That's another Bears first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Mark 55, Mark 55.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
No. Alert.
27-yard line.
On first down, it's Cohen. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Second and 5 now. Trubisky. This is caught. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. They'll run on second down with Cohen. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way. Now Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Cohen, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen as the first half is winding down as the Bears push further out in front.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 2nd and inches, Cousins. He sets to fire deep. incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
From the 27, Trubisky. Open man is Trey Burton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. On first down, it's Cohen, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of 2 there, second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On second and 12, Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Come on over here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
They'll start on the ground with Madison, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Tackle was made by Joel Iyiegbuniwe. Another carry now for Madison. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A cool little accomplishment for him passing the football. 25,000 yards. He just surpassed that for his career.
When he was a little guy in the backyard just throwing it around, probably with his dad, he thought about playing in the NFL. He dreamed of it. But to put up these kind of numbers while doing so, that's got to be kind of cool for him. He'll enjoy the heck out of thinking about that when this one is over.
Now on second and 13, Cousins. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Cousins to throw it. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Fielded at the 33. A third-quarter score now from MetLife Stadium. And it's the Seahawks who have moved out in front in that game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll run on first down. Cohen. Oh, Cohen lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. Past the 20. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they forced the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
On second down now, it's Cohen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and down inside the 15 he goes. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They try again with Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as the Bears push further out in front. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Check.
On first and 10, Cousins. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Clinton Dix with a pick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up first and 10 at their own 26. They'll start with a give to Cohen. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on second and 8. Trubisky. This is Miller. Complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there. First down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. Stops shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Again, it's Cohen. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Anthony Johnson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
He's checking crap.
Here's Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on this.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. On 1st down, it's Cohen. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That good for 19 and a 1st down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Cohen. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. His pass caught at the 4. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And my goodness, another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, that turnover might just about do it here. Fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Switch up, switch up.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On second down now, it's Cohen. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cousins now. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught at the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Throwing, Cousins, feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
180! Check 55 to Mike. Who that?
Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Cohen. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago! Tariq Cohen, 45 yards as the Bears push further out in front. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Chicago, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the calendar change to October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you.